Hi, I'm going to take you in and show you how to add a forwarder and then add a forwarder's location or a branch or a creditor to the forwarder. So we're logged in as an administrator. We're going to go up here to Manage Forwarders. We're going to click Add Forwarder, and then I'm going to enter my forwarder's contact information. Okay, so I've entered all of my forwarder's information, the name of the company, the address, the phone number, the email address. This email address is the address that will receive updates on claims. Username, password. Usernames always are different. Passwords can be the same. Contact name. Collection rate, you can enter a collection rate here. You can also enter a collection rate as you enter claims. If you enter an interest rate here, every claim you submit under this forwarder will have automatically or defaulted to that claim a 25% collection rate. So I'm going to go ahead and click Add Forwarder. So here's my forwarder. So now I want to go back in to this little icon to update and give my forwarder access to tabs and links. So I'm going to go up here to Claim Tabs, select all of them, and add them to the right side. Then I'm going to go up here to Navigation Settings. I'm going to select all of them. And these are customizable. Anything you don't want your forwarder to have, you don't have to include it. So let's say I don't want them to be able to run reports. I can take that away. When they log in, they won't see this option. But for our training video or a demo video, I want you to see everything. So we've given our forwarder all of the options, links, and tabs. So now what I want to do is enter a creditor or a branch under this forwarder. So what I'm going to go now to is Manage Creditors. Click Add a Creditor. Here I'm going to select the forwarder I want to enter this creditor under. Here's my forwarder that I just entered, so I'm going to select that one, and then I'm going to enter the branch's contact information for this forwarder. Okay, so I've entered the creditor or the branch or location's contact information. Client preferences and settlement parameters. Client preferences is basically what this client, what their conditions are on how they want you to collect money for them. And then settlement parameters is if they accept settlements, they want you to know that they will accept 85%, 90%, an amount. So let's just go ahead and put 85% of balance. And this will show up on the claim so that the collector knows if there's a settlement offer, they can accept 85% of that balance. And then you can enter the country, the county, anything that I didn't fill in, you can if you want. There are a few email spaces so that not only this email gets an update, any additional email addresses you put in these fields will get updates as well. Again, there's collection rate. There's also a payment allocation. You can default it, system default, or you can select your interest principal cost or cost interest principal, however your payment allocation is set up in your company. Then you have variable collection rate. If you select this, you can set up a variable collection rate. If you select this, it will ride or override a collection rate, a flat rate. So you can enter the time frame or the parameters you want here. This will show up on the top of the claim as well if you select this. I'm not going to at this time, and I'm going to leave this blank because I did put a 25% collection rate on the forwarder. The forwarder collection rate will override the flat collection rate for the creditor as well. Most of the time the collection rate is the same. Not always, but it can be. You can also give this creditor access with a username and password as well. That is up to your forwarder. So I'm just going to go ahead and add. I'm actually going to say yes, I want to give this creditor access to the system because I want to add a claim from a location, and that will be in a different demo. So I'm going to go ahead and add client. We're going to give it a username and password, and these are things that you can select yourself. Again, the user ID is hard-coded, so whatever you put in as that user ID, That is the thumbprint the system will take when actions are taken on a claim. It also gives you an idea of who that person is. And then the password can always be the same. I always use 1 through 8 just because it's easy and easy to remember. So now I have my creditor and forwarder entered. I'm going to go back to my forwarder. Here's my forwarder. If I click the icon with the magnifying glass, I will see my location. And also I can see the claims that this location submits. They'll be lined up here. I'm just going to hit my back button. If I want to see the claims that are submitted totally, I would click the little stack of papers or stack of documents. And if there were any claims, all of the claims for all the locations would be listed here for the administration to see. So now we're going to log out and log in as this forwarder. Okay, so I've entered my user ID for my forwarder, my password. I'm going to click go. Now here I am. I'm logged in as the forwarder. Now as the forwarder, I have a home screen, which is what we're looking at now. An add claims screen, manage claims. This is where the forwarder can enter other locations or branches. This is where he can see his current locations or branches, can run reports, create reminders for himself. He has a briefcase that he can attach documentation to. There's a to-do list, edit profile, and interfaces where he can upload claims in bulk. If you have any questions about this particular demo, please feel free to give us a call, and thank you for watching.